procedure. Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm down!
So it is finally now upon us, a brand new trailer for the 60th anniversary specials of Doctor Who. And all that's left to do is to take a look, dissect, and break down each and every moment of the trailer. So let's just jump straight into it. So once again, the trailer opens up with a wide shot of London, which we have seen for every single trailer so far. And we move on to Donna Noble, now talking to her mother, Sylvia Noble, and she is talking about, like, there's a great big chunk of her life that seems to be missing, memories that she can't quite account for. And then we see David Tennant as the 14th Doctor jumping through an open damaged wall, and we see a new shot of Donna, and then we have some new additional dialogue, and then we have some new imagery of David Tennant. So she is aware that she has things in her mind that she can't recount. There's memories that seems to be stolen from her, and she's trying to figure out what they are. Now let's take a look at David Tennant in these scenes. So it seems that the Doctor is in some sort of industrial-like area. And then as we see in the background, more flashing blue lights. What do I think this is? Well, this is the potential to be two things. So what I'm getting from this segment so far is that this is heavily indicating to me that this is from the Star Beast. So what I think this could be, if we go back to the second trailer that was released, where the Doctor was looking up at the sky, standing right next to Yasmin Finney, and says,
"I don't think that's a plane. It's a spaceship in trouble."
This could be moments after he sees that, where he could go on a pursuit to try and see this crash spaceship that was falling from the sky. And if it's not that, going back to the original comic, which this is based on for the Star Beast, where we had at the beginning of the story, Fudge and Sharon, who go looking for Beep the Meep's spaceship, and they are attacked by the Wrath Warriors. The Doctor shows up, intervenes, and saves them. So this could be that at the beginning of the story, because there's two potential times where this could be the Doctor going to the spaceship, because in the story, the Doctor goes there twice. So this could be either one. At the beginning of the story, where the Doctor goes back there, and now the area is surrounded by unit soldiers guarding the area. But it has the potential to be anything, but I do suspect that it is going to be from the Star Beast. The TARDIS materializes. Again, we have seen this shot before. Now it starts off with the Doctor talking, where he says, "Now I've got this friend called Donna Noble." And now we have a flashback segment here.
"I had to wipe her memory to save her life."
So now we see it pull out and we see the Doctor talking to someone. So basically, who is this mystery woman? So before it was revealed via the social pages that this character is Shirley Ann Bingham. So there is very little that we actually know about this character. Not a lot is given away in the trailer as to who she is, so we will just have to wait and see. So the Doctor continues talking and he says,
"So what happens now? The spaceship crashes right in front of her. It's like she's drawing us in."
So basically, I'll get this out of the way now. So Yasmin Finney is Rose Noble. It was previously revealed via, again, the official Doctor Who social media platforms that this character, played by Yasmin Finney, is Rose Noble, which is in fact Donna's daughter. So the Doctor witnesses the spaceship crashing. So basically, once again, we have the same shot of the spaceship crashing from what we saw in the second trailer. Now this spaceship we have actually already seen before. We saw it again in the first trailer. Now I suspect that this is the exact same spaceship that we saw in the first and second trailers. So we saw it again in the first trailer where it was sitting upright, almost looking like it was being prepared to be launched. So I suspect that this is the exact same spacecraft that we saw in the first trailer. They have the same red lens tainted windows. I suspect it is the exact same spacecraft. And what leads me to believe that this is Beep the Meep spacecraft is if we go back to the comics of the Star Beast, we see the first page where it's an illustration of the spacecraft crashing, and the shape of the spacecraft itself happens to look very similar to that one. So I suspect that this is Beep the Meep's ship that has crash landed. In the first trailer, this spherical pod, which I suspect is a escape pod that Beep the Meep was able to jettison before the ship actually crash landed. So it seems that everything seems to be evolving and centered around Donna Noble. Something is drawing the Doctor and Donna together. We have a shot of Beep the Meep, the exact same shot that we saw in the last trailer where Donna Noble pokes Beep in the eye. It's very amusing and a nice little homage to E.T. the Extraterrestrial, where E.T. hid amongst the soft toys in the closet. So Beep the Meep, it was revealed before. BBC have confirmed that Miriam Margulies is the voice of Beep the Meep. So moving on, we have this new shot of the Doctor in the street, and we see a bunch of unit soldiers in the background. So I suspect what this is going to be the confrontation between the unit soldiers and the Wrath Warriors that we saw in the second and first trailer.
We've got a bloody Martian in the shade!
Further confirmation that that scene before that we saw with Donna poking Beep the Meep's eye was in her garden shed. And then we have Beep the Meep clinging on to Donna's leg rather amusingly, where he says his Meep Meep catchphrase. And the Doctor gets slapped in the face by Sylvia, and then we see the Wrath Warriors firing up towards the sky. So again, working our way back to the original source material. These are definitely confirmed to be the Wrath Warriors. It was confirmed by Rachel Talalay before, the director of The Star Beast, which is the first episode in these specials, that these are indeed the Wrath Warriors. So we have another shot here of the Doctor, and something is shooting him. It looks like the Doctor is being protected by some sort of force field, and then we move on and we see a new shot, where the Doctor is once again mentioning destiny and the fate of Donna Noble. And now we have Donna running through what appears to be some sort of spaceship. A unit soldier running away from an explosion. So moving on, we have the Doctor, where he is telling someone that he has a memory. Now this person here, you can see with blonde hair, it was revealed already that Kate Lethbridge-Stewart has returned for these specials. Most likely it is Kate that he's talking to. And we fade to a transitional shot where they filmed in Bristol with Neil Patrick Harris standing in the street with chaos all around him.
After a very long time, something's coming back.
So it was revealed not too long after the trailer came out that indeed Neil Patrick Harris is in fact the Celestial Toymaker, or the Toymaker as he is now referred to. And it's going to be interesting to see Neil Patrick Harris's take on the Toymaker. It then fades into a exterior shot of a street. And we open up with a shot where Donna is talking to the Doctor, and this is a very interesting thing.
There's something so bad the TARDIS ran away.
Yes.
So this gives us an idea on how high the stakes are actually going to be for this episode. Most likely this is going to be from either the Giggle or Wild Blue Yonder. And then we cut to an exterior shot of a helicopter going towards the city, where we see a lot of smoke in the background, so it seems to be the city is in ruins. And we have a beautiful shot, which is one of my favorite shots in the entire trailer. So we have the Doctor looking out of the helicopter window, and we have the TARDIS down the bottom being pulled. Cut to an even wider shot of them going towards what seems to be the new unit base, or another unit base, because we saw at the end of The Power of the Doctor, that unit base was destroyed. And I couldn't help but thinking myself that this happened to look like... So we go back and we have the Doctor standing in open arms. Cut to Gemma Redgrave as Kate Lethbridge-Stewart. So it was confirmed as well not too long after the trailer dropped, simultaneously as the Toymaker was officially revealed. Gemma Redgrave was also officially revealed to be reprising her role as Kate Lethbridge-Stewart for the 60th anniversary. Now, we also do know that she is involved in Series 14.
What do we do this time, Doctor? How do we fight the human race?
Which is, again, playing on what I'm assuming is Neil Patrick Harris's as the Toymaker, which is playing on the fact that the Toymaker has most likely seized control of the entire world and is controlling or manipulating everyone around him, and everyone has gone insane. So units have been called in to try and deal with this. Why certain people are affected and others are not, who knows, we will just have to wait and see. And then we cut to the TARDIS, which seems to be shifting or phasing in and out, like something is trying to drain the TARDIS. And then we cut to the Noble family, where Rose screams mum. So it looks like from this that this is the exact same location where the TARDIS is, so maybe Donna is actually in the TARDIS when this is happening. And we see on the left, to Rose, we see Sean Temple, which is her father, because Donna Noble married Sean Temple at the end of time. And then we see on the right, Sylvia Noble. So we have the Doctor looking up at the skies above and sees an aeroplane that seems to be crashing down. And then we cut to this unique shot of some sort of energy that seems to be encased in a glass globe or some sort of force field. And we see the Doctor rushing into the novelty toy antique store with Donna Noble. And we have the Toymaker, where he says,
"Oh, but he is recognizing me."
And then we have this shot, which again was featured in one of the cryptic teasers, where we have Donna standing in the background and the Doctor front and center. And then we have the shot of some sort of claw-like arm that seems to embed itself in the ground, where it spews up fire and cracks the ground below it. And we see fire, chaos, and destruction raining all around. This is most likely involving the Toymaker. I believe that in this, the Toymaker is going to play a game with the Doctor. He's going to give him the ultimate choice. He can save Donna Noble, or he can save the human race, but he cannot have both. And then we have a shot of the Toymaker running towards something, and then we cut to Kate where she says, "Open fire." Now you'll notice that Kate is standing behind what looks to be a wooden carved door. It has a bell on top, and this is most likely to do with the Toymaker again. I think this is most likely going to be a gateway to his domain. If you look on the corner, I have circled right there, it is exactly the same carving that Who Spy released, I believe it was a few weeks ago, of the clown carved into the wood paneling. That is the exact same clown right there that was on that door. And then we have further explosions, and the Doctor by an explosion and falling to the ground, and we have Donna and the Doctor embracing each other. And as soon as I saw this, I got instant calls and flashbacks to the scene where everyone's favourite scene in The End of Time, where the Doctor, where he could do so much more. But what I'm seeing from this, it's further indication, letting us know that this isn't the same version of the Doctor. We know this is not the 10th Doctor, this is the 14th Doctor. Edgier version. That's what I'm getting from the trailer, that this is a much more edgier version of the Doctor, that this is much darker than the 10th Doctor, who has experienced more and who has lost more. And then we have the Doctor look up, and we see the Toymaker pulling puppet strings, which is again another cool shot and a great use of CGI here. And then we have more manic, deranged screaming of the Doctor, where he's just screaming and seems to be in some sort of isolated room, panicking about something. And we see Neil Patrick Harris once again as the Toymaker, preparing to aim and fire at this cannon. And we also do know from the Who Spy photos that they released on the 19th of September that this was the digital schematics for this exact same cannon. That seems to match the exact depiction of this cannon. So we have the Doctor running towards the Toymaker, Kate Lethbridge-Stewart in the background, Donna Noble, and the Shirley character. And then we see Donna putting her hands up, surrendering. Then it fades to black, and we have the Doctor talking to Donna, where he says, "I don't know if I can save your life this time." So we move on, and we go to a shot of the TARDIS, where if you look at it, it looks like the exact same interior that we saw before. And then we move further along, and we see unit soldiers attacking again the Wrath Warriors. Now we have this shot here of a corridor, where it seems to have cards on the wall, and the Doctor and Donna are running. My best guess is this is most likely going to be what is behind the door. This is the gateway to the Toymaker's lair. And then we see a shot of Neil Patrick Harris again throwing roses towards the camera. And we have the Doctor, which is presumably back in the unit base, which is the high-rise tower. We saw shots similar to this in the last trailer, where the Doctor said laughing at the human race. This looks to be that exact same sequence there, and this, I'm guessing, is going to be the interior of the unit high-rise building. And if you look to the top left-hand corners, you'll see a face of something, which is actually a puppet called Stooky Bill. I mentioned this in my last breakdown video of the previous trailer that was released. That Stooky Bill was the puppet that was first used to demonstrate television, when television was created by John Logie Baird. And then we have the shot of the Toymaker again, saying worldwide premiere. And then it fades, and we see Ncuti Gatwa as the 15th Doctor, with the regeneration sound in the background, which is reused from the 13th Doctor's regeneration in The Power of the Doctor, that we see him open his eyes. Now, we do see Ncuti Gatwa, and he seems to be standing behind some sort of orange landscape, so there's been a lot of speculation amongst fans that I saw on social media, suggesting where Ncuti Gatwa could be standing. A lot of people seem to be suggesting that this could be the Edge, which was a symbolic metaphysical place in the Doctor's mind, where each incarnation went before their own regeneration, which was guarded by the vestiges of the consciousness of the Doctor. So what we could be seeing here is potentially the Doctor having a vision of his own future. Another speculation is orange scenery. This could be a depiction of Gallifrey. Maybe Gallifrey will return for the 60th anniversary specials. But that's about it for the trailer. Again, one thing to note is that they didn't officially release the air dates for the episodes, which was remarkable. I would have thought they would have, but I guess they're still working them out, how they're going to be broadcast all throughout the world. But they did release online where they said that Doctor Who will be coming to BBC iPlayer in the UK and to Disney Plus into the rest of the world in November. But that is about it for the breakdown of this trailer. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you are most excited for. What was the most heart-pumping, goosebump-inducing moments that you saw from this trailer? I know the anticipation is absolutely peak for myself, and I cannot wait to see the 60th anniversary specials. Be sure to subscribe to the Who View YouTube channel.